mic just for a second. Let me see if we live on the other end, and then we'll jump into this. All right, it says we live. We'll be right back.
Free Sunday, that's meant for getting game passed down, and it's more than one way. But I can see the hate in their eyes, what they gon' say when you start to wake up and go and collect your prize. Pray patience with the family, hey, now do the work. Accountability hurts. He walking in his purpose, adds value to the work. She want a revolutionary, get on code necessary. Put in practice what we study to defeat the adversary. So what? Speak the truth, we need our own establishments. If you grow your own food, true black empowerment. Let the church say amen, hallelujah, thank the Lord for my brothers that be on the same accord. Let's score. By Sankofa, life as a soldier, never mess with the rollers. I be smoking no okra, I'm dipping in folders, wake 'em up like some Folgers. Fake woke, we exposure, knowledge born, yeah I told you. You and your crew is scary, you move but moving barely. You shoot and don't be scary, recruiting then you bury. Revolutionary, putting on for my people. Can't keep us to leech ya, meet you, greet you with heaters. Oh, we burst some profits, no work, no progress. Is it worth the profit to divert to false shit? Rapid fire, Cassius liar, cap suppliers. I don't like to rap about them. Watch those Judas with the black messiahs.
Peace, peace, peace. Welcome back to the Warrior Scholar Podcast. I am your host, Kofi Piesie, and we have some more special guests in the building today. I'll let them briefly introduce themselves, and then we'll get to the regular scheduled program. So can you brothers please introduce yourselves for the listening audience?
Peace and blessings, y'all. I'm Brother Bilal Munir Rahim, a.k.a. Martel Cartel on the Mizite.
We can't hear.
Oh. I'm on mute. Yeah, my bad. Peace and power, Brother Eric Crondo, man. Peace of the OBFC, our Black Fathers Committee, man. Happy to be here.
No doubt, no doubt. So before we jump into the interview, you know, I always have to give my spiel of what a warrior scholar is, get some generic definitions, and then from my perspective, what a warrior scholar is. So a warrior is a soldier, combative, one who wages war, a person who engaged in experience in warfare broadly, a person engaged in a struggle or conflict. A scholar is a person who attends a school to study under a teacher, a pupil, a person who has done advanced studies in special fields, a learned person, a holder of scholarship, a person who studies a subject of great detail, especially at a university. Now, when combining both words, you get a warrior scholar. So from my perspective, what is a warrior scholar? A warrior scholar is someone who is well-studied, waging war against mistruths, pseudoisms, and willing to stand on the battlefield against institutions and platforms that promote that. A warrior scholar is someone who is on a mission for the truth, for accurate and sound information. A warrior scholar is one who is disciplined, good character, morals, and willing to fight back against those who use information dangerously. So that is what a warrior scholar is from my perspective. And these two brothers on the panel are definitely warrior scholars in their own right. So, man, we gonna dig all into this album, man. But first, before we get into the album, let's set the stage for the audience, man. And it's a question that I know y'all asked on the last one, but every guest that comes on the show, I always ask. This is a question that I'm always gonna ask, and that is, since this is the Warrior Scholar podcast, could y'all name a few of y'all warrior scholars?
Definitely. Warrior scholar number one, I would have to say I'm gonna go with today. I'm gonna go with Malcolm X. I'm gonna go with Ali, and I'm gonna go with Garvey, just like Destination Sankofa. Take the easy way. Crondo, it's on you.
Today I'm gonna have to go with Dr. Clark. I'm gonna have to go with Dr. Khalid Muhammad, and then I would also go with Dr. Francis.
Okay,
that's solid.
I can't complain with none of those warrior scholars, man. None of them. A lot of them are some of my favorite warrior scholars who shaped and molded my perspective and my worldview as well. Can you both explain what RBG is and what it means to the both of you?
To me, it means community. It means Black power. It means the red, black, and green. It means being a servant consciously to the streets, to the people. It means revolutionary but gangster. You know what I mean? It means being proud, being smart. You know what I mean? Being knowledgeable and being about your business.
Okay. I agree. I would add student, teacher into those as well. Definitely purpose. Definitely reminds me of purpose and direction. It's a framework for the mission at hand. It's a reminder. It's culture. It's knowledge of self. It's me. You know what I mean? RBG is me.
Okay. All right. So now that we got some of the foundation about you all and what RBG stands for, let's talk about this powerful project, right? This new album that y'all have presented, Destination Sankofa. So Destination Sankofa is the name of the album. Can you both elaborate on the title of the album?
Yeah, we've been doing music. So me and Bilal are relatives. We've been doing music for almost 20 years, around 20 years. And the last project that we did was, I say we were kind of coming into the knowledge of self maybe 12 years ago. And that album was called Victory Road. So what we wanted to do with this album, being that now that we've acquired knowledge of self, we became students, we became teachers, we became, RBG. How can we carry on from Victory Road, which was that project, now to where we are now, you know what I mean, in our early 40s, and, Destination kept coming up, and then we just had the word Destination Sankofa, like, we're living Sankofa, and that's the destination. So we just wanted to let that air out. And a lot of people, because they're all of our peers and relatives, they ain't really hip to what it means, and now not a lot of them know.
Definitely, I would say, it was an opportunity to plant that seed and teach and follow the the lessons that we learn is in try to include others in that. And as Crondo mentioned, our project that we did about 10 years ago or 12 years ago, to be exact, it was called Victory Road. And for that particular project, we were making a statement as far as like, we figuring it out, we winning. And I think now Destination Sankofa is coming back saying, hey, we know where we're headed now as well. And where we're headed is Sankofa. We're headed back to get this necessary knowledge and information that's going to help propel us forward while honoring our present, you know what I mean, our present time. So it was just fitting. And when I even think about our story as far as musically go, I'm like, man, that is like the perfect name and title to represent our music and what we align with in today's time. You know what I mean?
I appreciate, man. I appreciate both of those answers, man. Because I kind of got the understanding of what it was meaning, but I wanted to kind of throw it out there for the listening audience, for people like, what is Destination Sankofa? Because a lot of our people is definitely not familiar with what Sankofa, means. So I appreciate y'all answer, man. So before we get into the album, can y'all tell us about the features and the production on the album? What prompted y'all to reach out to certain people to feature on the album, and who did the production on the album?
The album was produced by Rich Grand. That's our super producer, our best friend and brother as well. So it kind of worked. It almost worked automatically. Like it was meant to be. Rich Grand also did a lot of the production on that album I mentioned previously as well, that the Victory Road album. So to come back, and be able to do this project, have such an impact with the project, and then just have that Rich Grand stamp on it. Everybody's talking about how superior the production sounds on the album. So I'm taking credit for that as well. I'm like, yeah, that's my bro. That's what, you know what I mean? Because I've been telling people for so long, but now it's an opportunity for them to get to hear it themselves and make their own judgment and decision based off of what they hear. And it's been nothing but positive feedback. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and as far as the features, all of the features were intentional and thought out. Like the one with the brother Rock, we've seen him perform. We've seen his music, his content he puts out. We thought he'd be a good fit on the album, and we know that he has East Coast roots, and we wanted to get him on this West Coast RBG shit, man. And so that was intentional to do that, to hear how he was sound on that. And then also with Baba Amin, we consider him like a mentor. We consider him one of our teachers and just a big bro in that aspect. And so it was just Mando. It was Mando to reach out to him to have him on the album. You know what I mean? Even with Brother Supreme Raw Africa out the Lone Star RBG, we had to get him on there for the intro to the album. You know, what is a RBG? You know what I'm saying? And all of that was thought out, and it was plotted, you know what I mean, for us to do. So we're very intentional about the production, and also the features.
No doubt. I mean, y'all didn't go wrong, like I was saying earlier to you, and Bilal wasn't on, but the album is solid from the bottom to the top. I really appreciate it. It kind of, the album for me kind of took me back to the era of what I consider the golden age, or what people consider the golden age of hip hop. A well thought out album. You know what I'm saying? The album makes sense from the top to the bottom. You got your skits in between the albums. It's skits in between the songs. You know what I'm saying? And I just thought that was dope, man. It put me back in that golden era of hip hop, not only with the production, you know what I'm saying, and the skits in between, but also the content and the message, you know what I'm saying, and the bars, you know what I'm saying, behind it, man. So it definitely was a great listen to. I can say that because I've listened to some albums, and man, it's 20 songs on there. I done skipped 17 of them.
Yeah.
So yeah,
it's definitely good, and I appreciate all of that positive feedback. It's good to hear that it's well received. Crondo always says, like, man, I knew it, and in a way I somewhat did as well, but it's always good to like hear it. So man, I appreciate that. I appreciate you giving us the opportunity to like talk about this album and what it means to us and for the community. It was really an album for the RBG Nation, though. You know what I mean? It's to
soundtrack
to keep us moving. We're documenting these particular times that we're in this RBG movement. You feel me? So you'll always be able to go back and hear it and take you back to a certain place. You feel me?
No doubt, no doubt. And Vasa, you can get their album after the show. I'll definitely pin it in the description of this this show, and you can go on, and that's anybody else that's interested in tapping into the album. You know, tap into the album. We gotta support each other, man. We gotta support each other. We gotta continue to circulate this black dollar, you know, in our community, right? We gotta stop being financial disloyalty when it comes to us, you know what I'm saying? And don't hit the brothers up and tell them for a discount. Pay whatever they asking for the album, which is a reasonable price. So go definitely tap into the album, and it's money well spent too. I guarantee you, it's money well spent. So let's get into some of the tracks, man. Like I said, we won't be able to talk about every track in here because y'all had like over 20 something songs. I think it was 23, 24 songs, but we're gonna get into a lot of the songs and a lot of my favorite songs, you know what I'm saying? And we gonna break down. I want y'all to expand on some of these bars that's in these messages inside of the song. So a lot of these questions gonna be like twofold questions too. That's why I, you know, get into the whole thing. But let's get into it, man. On the track, Lock In. You say with hustling, lock in, tap in. Get money, man. Lock in, tap in. Seek the knowledge, though. Lock in, tap in. Solid, bro. Lock in, tap in. And can y'all kind of break that breakdown for me? You know what I'm saying? Y'all telling us to lock in. When you hustle, lock in. You know, when you get money, lock in. You know, tap in. Seek the knowledge, though. You know what I'm saying, y'all? You know, seek the knowledge, though. Yeah. So you know, break that down for us, man. Bilal, can you talk to us about that? That break.
Yes, sir. I'll be happy to. The Lock In, Tap In. That track is one of the tracks that wasn't produced by Rich Grand. That one's produced by Radon. That's my partner. That's out here in Phoenix, Arizona. So I definitely want to shout him out. Radon on the beats. But the track Lock In, Tap In, it's really in a statement track from me and Crondo. Is saying, and it's kind of like our story as well. So like when you hustling, lock in, tap in. So be focused, and you know what I mean, and still keep a open mind. Tap in, you know what I mean. Stay connected, you know what I mean. And then the bar where I said seek the knowledge, though, I think that's important because we always move so fast, you know what I mean, with whatever we're trying to do. And I learned that from my own musical journey, is that when I had an opportunity to step back away from music, it was really my opportunity to really study music. And really, I realized at that time I was thinking like, man, I should have studied hip hop before I ever became a rapper. You feel me? And I think that would help so many more artists, especially the young artists that are coming up nowadays. Before you even think about doing music, study it. You feel me? Seek the knowledge, and then you can use those same principles in everything and anything that you're trying to do. You feel me? Go hard, stay focused, seek the knowledge, and keep it solid. You feel me? Don't change up and get to acting weird now that you know a little something. You know what I mean?
I like that. That's for sure. Because we have a lot of people switch up when they get the knowledge. They get the knowledge. You know what I'm saying? And then they switch up, you know, and then don't want to share the knowledge. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Come on, man.
Keep it silent. That's you keeping it silent when you share the knowledge, for sure.
Right.
For sure. Crondo, man. Let's talk about the bar on the song. You know what I'm saying? You said they try to break us with the bank, man. They tell us what it ain't and what it is, man. We got purchase power. Start our own banks, fam. Start a business with the squad. It's gonna be great, man. Break that bar down for me.
I don't know, man. I'm just dropping jewels like the shit that be in my mind. You feel me? Like, fuck that. Like, just start our own banks, fam. You know what I mean? Like, and I'm also speaking facts. You know what I'm saying? Started a business with the squad. We got 2 or 3 businesses, all of us together. Start a business with the squad. It's going great, fam. You know what I'm saying? Set up shop, bought some land, which is what we did. We set up shop, bought 37 acres. It was a great plan. Superman, don't be pulling on my cake, fam. You know what I'm saying? Like this just things that be in my mind, and I just got to get out and write down and everything we're saying. You know what I mean? Like we're actually doing. You know what I'm saying? Like, so that's what those bars mean, man. We doing all that.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, it's definitely stuck. It definitely stuck out. You know, they try to break us with the bank, man. You know what I'm saying? It ain't what it is and what it ain't, man. We got purchase power. Start our own banks, man. You know what I'm saying? So I took, you know what I'm saying, took a lot from that. You know what I'm saying? They do try to break us with certain.
They try to play us with the dollar. They pin us against each other for the dollar.
Right.
We don't know our dollar can be spent within our own community. We got purchase power. We buy the most shit in this country. Keep a lot of these motherfuckers afloat. You know what I'm saying? And we don't realize that we got purchase power. Start our own banks. You know what I'm saying? Like it's you know, it's time to have these type of conversations and thoughts.
For sure. And I'm definitely, you know what I'm saying, I'm with that. I always talk about, again, like I mentioned, financial disloyalty. You know what I'm saying? I see the numbers so much on the spending power that we have, but the spending power that we have is outside of our community. You know what I'm saying? And then if it's inside of our community, we always want the hookup. You know what I'm saying? We always want the discount when it comes to us. You know what I'm saying? But everybody else, whatever the price is, we gonna pay for the price. But a lot of times we go
happily pay it.
Yeah, happily pay it. You know what I'm saying? But a lot of times that dollar don't circulate in our community, man. And you know, and I have a problem with that, spending it outside. You know what I'm saying? And that's financial disloyalty. You know what I'm saying? We got to continue to support each other. We got to continue to build. We can't build if we further, you know, enhancing another community, another culture, and building another community up where they able to take care of themselves and take care of the next generation. You know what I'm saying? So we just got to do better with, you know, do better with that, man. You know what I'm saying? We got to start coming together, like you said. You know what I'm saying? Taking that purchase power, you know what I'm saying, and building our own, creating our own banks, you know what I'm saying, creating our own business, you know what I'm saying, you know, and investing in each other ideals, you know what I'm saying. That's why I like what, you know, y'all are doing over there in Arizona. The brother, one of my good friends, Vyasa, that's on the panel, that's on here. He's from Oklahoma. I was actually talking to him today about y'all and talking to him about, you know, what y'all was actually doing over there, you know what I'm saying, and how it inspires me, all of the things that y'all got going on and that y'all doing, and y'all is actually doing what y'all say y'all doing on this music. It ain't y'all just spitting bars just to make it sound good, you know what I'm saying. Y'all are actually living and doing what y'all supposed to be doing, and y'all are definitely, for me, is a reference point. I like to use the word reference point. I'm a researcher, so I'm always looking when I'm doing my research. I'm going through the proper methodology and doing, you know what I'm saying, my researches, and when I'm creating and writing my books, I'm always using proper research and proper reference. You know what I'm saying? This is the reference point that I use, and then I pivoted off this reference point. So y'all are the reference point when it comes to a lot of the things that we talk about doing, and that's nation building. You know what I'm saying? That's mentorship. That is building up black men and black women. That is setting the right example. That is being entrepreneurs, because that's another thing that me and my brother was talking about the day. I was telling him about we need to push more mentorship and push people to be entrepreneurs. You know what I'm saying? And y'all definitely doing a lot of those things out there, man. So I salute y'all, man, for that. That's why that bar stood out so much to me, Crondo, man, when you said it. So I wanted to definitely mention it and get your perspective.
Appreciate it. Hey, I'm glad. A lot of this stuff you go, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So you locked in, you tapped in.
Right. That's why you got it. You feel
Yeah,
me?
so yeah, for sure. I'm styling. Yeah, the black business.
So I also, I also want to point out the fact that it feels good, like, to hear it as well. Like I like our music also, though. You know what I mean? And like, not necessarily like from a biased point of view, is like, I really like Crondo is one of my favorite rappers. You feel me? So like when I get the opportunity to do like those type of tracks with him or do a music with him, when I listen back to it, I'm not just listening to it because it's a song that I'm on or just because Crondo's on it. Like, I like this music. You feel me? It's dope to me. If anybody was spitting it and sounding like this, I would still be listening to it. You feel me? And just to like, because we always been, when you say like we live in it, that's kind of always been our play when it comes to music. And when we used to do other type of music, that was the same way. You feel me? We used to do more street music, and we was really living that. But it doesn't feel as good as this does. You feel me? Being able to speak on this and know you really living it. Now you saying something. Now you feel me? Now the chest is poked out just a little bit more, and that feels good. You feel me? That's something to be able to be proud of. You feel me?
For sure, most definitely. So my next question, man, is, this is a question, and forgive me, every one of these questions gonna probably be a twofold question. So what does respect mean to you both? What does respect mean?
Regarding the song, I think it just means like basically being who you say you are. There's a difference between that. You know what I mean? Like I feel in my heart, mind, and soul, I am who I say I am. I know I'm a stand-up man. I know I'm a proud black man. I know I'm a RBG. I know that when I walk in the room, I'm giving respect, but I'm also giving it as well. And then when in regards to the song, like I went through all types of different scenarios of respect, what I was willing to do for it, and why I'm thinking now in regards to respect. How I'm thinking now in regards to respect ain't the same ideology I had back in my earlier years when I thought everything was respect. I wanted more fear than actually respect, but I thought it was respect that I wanted. It was actually fear, which stems from ego. You feel me? So now it's like, okay, this is what I'm talking about now in regards to respect, and it's a whole nother definition, really.
For sure. What about you, Bilal?
I definitely agree. I think it's just being who you say you are, standing on what you say, being a respectable man or woman, you know what I mean? And that's not coming from like where we want people to live a certain type of life or walk a certain type of line. I respect people that walk all different types of life. You feel me? So that doesn't necessarily come with it. You don't have to be RBG or walk the same line I walk, but just carry yourself with some morals. You know what I mean? And that's what respect is to me. It's what I give and what I receive. You know what I mean?
Okay, no doubt. So there's a line in the bridge of the song, we're talking about, I asked y'all the question because y'all got a song called Respect. So, I just wanted to see what respect means to both of you as an individual. But there's a line in the bridge of the song where it says, I don't really need for nothing but respect. It's a thin line between rhyme and respect. Can y'all kind of break that line down a little bit? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. That was in for artists, you feel me? For hip hop, for rappers. Like when you write that next line, just keep that in mind. You feel me? Is that you want to say something with respectable, or you want to be out here just rhyming? You feel me? Just saying shit. So but you can use that in a lot of different forms and fashions, you feel me? So it could be the next move that you make, you feel me? It could be anything. It's just a reminder to think about what you're doing.
For sure, for sure. What is Black love? What does that look like to you both?
I'll start with that. So Black Love is actually one of the titles of one of the tracks on the album, and it's featuring Sister Arian Nicole, which is our sis here in Phoenix, Arizona. Dope artist, great person, great sister to have on your team. So we did that track. It's actually called Sunday Vibes. You feel me? So we did that track, and we were talking about like relationships, love between the relationship of a man and a woman. But on that particular song, if you listen, I decided to also talk about other factions of Black love as well, like just within your family, within the community, and like what that looks like. And I think just being there for each other, forgiveness, that's what Black love is. Accountability, understanding, you feel me? So I just think about like the relationships that I have with other Black men and women, the love that's intentionally implemented in those relationships, you feel me? And it goes both ways, not just what you're giving out, but the love that you're receiving in. So that's been one of most people's favorite tracks on that album, Sunday Vibes. That's my mom's favorite track on there. And it's just a deep track of talking about, the things that we go through in our relationships between men and women, but also the Black love and inspiration that we get from the family and the community also.
Crondo, before you answer what is Black love and what does it look like, Bilal, you said something on there, man, that like caught my eye on there, and it was just one line on there. The whole song was dope. You know what I'm saying? Both of y'all did y'all thing. The sister did her thing on there too, the Sunday Vibe song. You said Black love is what kept you here. I don't know. And I listened to that song like 3 times, man. And that line is every time, I don't know why, it just catches me, man. And it kind of gives me goosebumps, man, when you speak it with conviction. You know what I'm saying, in that song. Can you kind of unpack that, man, for us, man? What that line, again, you said Black love is what kept you here.
Yes, sir. I definitely stand on those words as well. And it just goes, I was really talking about the love that I get from my family. Because, we take a lot of beatings and pain and then things that come along with being a warrior. You feel me? Being a man. There's a lot of damage that can be inflicted through that, whether it's emotional, physical, or mental. You feel me? And I don't think without the love that I received from my family, specifically my grandma, you feel me, my mom and my wife and my children, I wouldn't be putting up the good fight the way that I do. You feel me? Because it's not necessarily easy. Every day we wake up, for me personally, I have to put one foot in front of the other and keep moving forward. To others, it may come natural, and this may be an easier walk for you. But for me personally, every day I had to push forward with intention and energy and strive to be who I say I am. and without the love that I received from them, I wouldn't be able to go as hard. I would probably not have. I probably would have given up already. I was trying to keep from saying that, but that's just probably what it is. You know what I mean? And Black love is what kept me here. That's why I followed it up with my wife and my children. Indeed, they adhere. You feel me? So, man, appreciate you asking that question.
Yeah, because and the reason that, you know, the reason why I think it caught me so much, like I tell my kids, and I was just I got a 17-year-old son, and his mom called me and she told me I need to come talk to my son. I'm like, what's going on? And you know, my son, he goes through certain things, you know, normal things as a teenager, but he lost his grandma. You know what I'm saying? So he's, you know, he's been dealing with that and some, you know, some other issues. But I always tell him, you know what I'm saying, don't sit up in the room and let your thoughts consume you where you want to push people away that actually care about you. You know what I'm saying? When you're going through certain things in life, you should always want to surround yourself around love. You should never want to exile yourself. You should never want to separate yourself from anybody. You should definitely surround yourself around love, because love is what's going to keep you sane. Love is what's, you know what I'm saying, going to uplift your spirit. Love is what's going to direct you and move you in the right way that you should be moving in, man. So, you know, I think that might be, and I tell my daughters that same thing, you know what I'm saying, about love, you know what I'm saying, the power of love. And when you're going through certain things, surround yourself around love, because love can change, you know what I'm saying, a situation, or change your mindset at that very moment when you're feeling down and your spirit is low and your energy is low, and etc., man. So appreciate that, man. But Crondo, man, for you, man, what is black love to you, and what does what does it look like?
Uh, so it looks like in multiple ways. It's black love between a black man and a black woman. There's the black love between the man, woman, and child, or you know, children, your seeds, and then it's also like black love between meaning like unity, meaning like love for each other. You know what I mean? I feel like certain points we don't love each other enough. You know what I'm saying? So that's what it means to me, specifically on the song. I was speaking on, you know, my personal family. You know what I mean? My lady and my 3 daughters and my girls. So I'm speaking in regards to that, and also the personal relationship between, you know, me and her, how we communicate, how we laugh, how sometimes we don't even gotta say nothing. We can just look at each other and know what it is, either bust out laughing or get on some ready to go time type shit. Right. You know what I'm saying? It just depends. So, you know, I was mainly kind of like mostly referring to that.
Most definitely. I definitely appreciate that. That as well, man. The song just all in general, man. Y'all paint a picture, you know what I'm saying, and you know, the importance of family, man, and you know, the importance of black love and what that looks like to y'all personally, man. So I definitely appreciate that. And I know the people that listen to the song and the people that's listening to this right now may listen to this later on in the archives. I know definitely when they do cop the CD, that's probably gonna be one of their favorite songs too. Man, okay, let me see that first. I'll see. All right, let's get a little bit deeper, man. We respect the black love race. So this is let me see if this is like another one of my favorite songs. And you know, I would like for this, you know, I'm gonna throw this out here too. So I got 2 podcasts. I got this Warrior Scholar podcast, and then I got a podcast called the GreenLight Podcast with my business partner, Dr. Ashley Wade and Shanathan Palador. Those are my business partners. And so we have a literary podcast that we do once a month. So we got a theme song for that. I got Ibaka, who is also a member of Team RBG, to do us a theme song. And you know, I would love for this song to be the theme song for the Warrior Scholar Show. This is a race first, because y'all is busting some bars in there, and then it's a line in there about the Warrior Scholars. You know what I'm saying, in there too. I love for that to be, you know what I'm saying, one of the theme songs.
Which song is it?
Race First.
Race First, okay.
Race, and it's like one of my, I got a lot of favorite songs, you know what I'm saying, but this would be right at the top with the song Revolutionary that I played, and it was a toss-up between the two to play which song I wanted to play to, you know, today, you know what I'm saying, and so I just flipped the coin, and heads for Revolutionary, you know what I'm saying, tails for Race First, you know, Revolutionary won, so we played the Revolutionary song. But again, this is a twofold question, man, you know what I'm saying, and what means, so Race First. Now, and this is something, and I'm throwing this out here. It's kind of like, you know, people. I talk to a lot of people, so I'm asking, and this is a question for me, like race first, or Black Power. You know what I'm saying? Is Black Power, and which is synonymous with race first, is that the same as white power? And the reason, and I'm throwing this out here because I have this question a lot with a lot of different individuals. And if I use the term race first, or I use the term Black Power in circles that, you know what I'm saying, that is not privy, you know what I'm saying, that does not have a knowledge of self, or don't understand that, and don't even understand what white power or what white supremacy is, they bunch it into the same thing when I say race first. So I say Black Power. So is race first / Black Power the same as white power?
In my opinion, no.
Okay.
Race first means that we're denouncing white supremacy. That means that we're putting our race first. I don't care if it's a boxing match. I don't care if it's a race on feet. You know what I'm saying? I'm putting my race first. And the difference between Black Power and white power, I think white power is based out of hate. You know what I mean? It's there. The whole ideology is founded on hate. When we say Black Power, when we say race first, but I feel personally, I'm basing that out of love for my people, love for us to have unity, love for us to overcome the struggles that we've been dealing with for centuries, love for the Black woman, who they try to disassociate and desegregate us from, and then just love for ourselves. You know what I mean? And it's totally different from white power. White people go, when there's white power, they go out the way to disrupt the lives of us. You know what I'm saying? When we say that, we just want our own.
Mm-hmm. I appreciate that. I appreciate that answer. You know, and I'm asking, and I'm gonna let you go, Bilal. You know, because
I don't have nothing for that. That was perfect. Don't have me mess that
up. You know what I'm saying? Because it might be somebody that might run across that and say, I don't want to listen to that because it says somebody that's ignorant. You know what I'm saying? You know, because we all ignorant of certain things. And they might be like, well, I don't want to touch that song right there because they might be, you know, perpetrating hate. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to listen to a hate song, and that's not a hate song.
The hook in the bars ain't nothing like putting my race first. Be a proud Black man. Warrior Scholar vibes. You know, and then the other parts, you know, putting my race first. Yeah, man, that's perfect. Well, Warrior Scholar vibes. Yeah, homie, that's service. You know what I mean? Be a proud Black man.
Break it out, because that was my next thing. I wanted to talk about the chorus. The chorus for like race first, man, though, that's purpose. Be a proud Black man. Yeah, homie, that's worth it. No waiting, do for self. Yeah, man, that's working. Warrior Scholar vibes. Yeah, that's service, man. Break that entire thing down. I'm telling you, because y'all is spitting some jewels, and then I want to get in, because y'all, the whole album has a totality of themes that I want to talk about, that in each one of these songs, it's a reoccurring theme, but we're gonna get into that. But break that chorus down for us, man. Now that's powerful, man. That's powerful.
I mean, there's no key self-explanatory like putting my race first.
Yes.
Yeah, man, that's worth it. You know what I mean? Be a proud black man. Yeah, homie, that's worth it. Warrior vibes, warrior scholar vibes. You know what I'm saying? That's service.
That's service, bro. That's
Service. We're servants of the people. We all at one point you got to be a servant of your people if you really on this RBG shit, man. You got to put your service in. You got to put your work in. You got to be out there. You got to be outside, like they like to say. You know what I'm saying? Like you got to be out there. You got to be seen working with your warrior scholar vibes. I'm a warrior because you're not gonna fuck with me, and I'm a scholar because I'm smart enough to have an intelligent conversation as well.
Yes,
you
sir.
know what I'm saying? So that's just what it is.
Sir. What about
you? Definitely can use it for the show.
Appreciate
that's definitely.
I'll be
I
honest.
love that track too.
Yeah, man.
I love that track. I love everything about that track. I'm happy we was able to get Rock on there as well, and like you said, put that East Coast flavor on there.
Yeah.
And man, I look like that's like I wake up. That's the song you wake up to. You get dressed. You know what I'm saying? Like that's that feel good. It's a reminder. Like black man, you need to have this in your rotation. You know what I mean? For real.
Yes. For sure. And I was when I first listened to it, that I was out walking, so I wasn't looking at my phone, and I was just going through the tracks, and I wasn't really just absorbing it. I just wanted to listen to it, then come back home, and then sit in the office and listen to it, then get in the car, ride, and listen to it, and look at the extensive or the names, the features. So the first time I listened to it, and then I'm walking. And then Rock came in. I said, damn, that sound like Rock. And then I said, yeah, that. Then I finally look. I said, damn, that's Rock. He busting on it. He fitted quite well. And today, when we was in the meeting today, he was saying he was honored that that y'all asked him to be a part of the song. So when y'all sung it to him, he said he had to sit with it for about 2 days before he even started trying to, write with it, because he wanted to be right. And he came in and he spazzed out as well as y'all spazzed out on the track, man. And that's like I said, that's like one of my favorite tracks, man. That's like top tier, man. It makes you want to get up, like you said, man, and be that proud black man and get out there, man. And you know what I'm saying, to a
circle like that dollar.
Yes. So, man, I ain't lying, man. So, I appreciate it. And like I said, me sitting with it and just listening to it, man, just like
it's a powerful track, man. We specifically made it like that. I wrote the hook. I was like, yo, but I want you to say, when I say this, I want you to say that. And then we're gonna go back and forth on the hook like that, and then with the bars. You know what I mean? And then the beat is fucking nasty. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, yo, man, it do put a vibe up under you for sure.
Yeah, but it really does, man. Like I said, I probably done listened to that song at least 13 times. I'll be real with you. I probably listened to that song at least about 13 times, man. So I salute y'all, man. That's a powerful song, man. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna make you get up off your ass, man, and really want to do something and be proud of what you're doing. And like I said, man, y'all with that, y'all definitely exhibiting that, man. Y'all service. You know what I'm saying? Y'all definitely are servicing the people. And you mentioned something about, what I'm saying, being RBG and that is for the people, you know what I'm saying, and helping your people out and servicing your people, man. That's definitely what Race First and RBG and Garveyite and you know what I'm saying, Pan-Africanism is, you know what I'm saying? It's about the well-being of all Africans, you know what I'm saying, worldwide, and what can we do to perpetuate positive change in our community. And the only way we can perpetuate positive change in our community is serving the people. That is working. And that's another reason why I like y'all so much is I'm a person on execution. I got a lot of things going on myself. I got a few businesses and a few business partners, and I'm always promoting the piece of community, you know what I'm saying, and servicing, the community. But we can't service the community if we don't have that execution piece. And y'all definitely have that execution piece, with all the different things that y'all got going on with service in the community. Y'all could be doing anything else with y'all time, but y'all taking time out, man, to service these young boys, you know, these young girls, you know what I'm saying, help the Black fathers out with their mentals, teaching the kids, you know what I'm saying, how to write, which is in my book is the most important thing, you know what I'm saying, is us writing and telling our stories from our perspective and from our worldview. Definitely at this time where the book bans, they're banning and burning books, they're pertaining to our history and the contributions that our ancestors made, man. So, you know, again, man, salute, man. Again, that's a powerful song, man. You know what I'm saying? Powerful, powerful song, man. I'm looking forward to getting the link to support this great music. Most definitely, Sister Zuna, I'll definitely send it to you after this thing, man. Definitely go out and support it. Anybody else, you know, that want to just reach out to the brothers or, you know, holler at me if you don't know the brothers, and I'll make sure that, you know, I get the link to y'all so y'all can get this, you know, get this album. This, like they said, it definitely is. Now that y'all said it, just going back and replaying what y'all said, this definitely is a soundtrack, you know what I'm saying, to our lifestyles. Those who practice Pan-Africanism, those who are Garveyites, those who are RBG, those who are Black nationalists, and those who are just, you know what I'm saying, want to see Black people do good and want to do things to help Black people do good. So most definitely, man. So, and this is another track, man. Man, let's talk about This Is Not a Drill, man. This is not a drill. This is, man. You know, this is another one of my favorite songs, man. It says, so the bridge also on this, and it says, stay ready. You don't have to get ready. Get ready, go back steady. Stay prepping. You know when it gets real, strapped up, mapped up, and I'm turning it up a little bit, y'all, but this is not a drill. Can y'all expand on why it's important in this time for Black people to stay ready?
Yeah, man. Look at the climate.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Look what happened the other day. You know what I mean? Oh boy got his TV turned off. They start threatening the HBCUs. We ain't had nothing to do with that. You know what I'm saying? Like you got to keep your head on the swivel. You got to stay ready. You never know. They could shut down. You know, I was having a conversation last night. We was watching the fight. Brother James, who's also on the song, was at my crib. He did the intro. He was saying, yo, man, they shut everything down for 48 hours. You'll see who's a fucking savage. You'll see how when people get hungry enough, how they act. You'll see how the world acts when things get shut down. So stay ready. Get you a go bag. Get you be. You know, people might call you crazy. They always call you crazy until what you were crazy about starts happening.
Yep. Yep. But
yeah, I agree, and I think that my favorite part of that hook, that line, is the go bag steady, because that's what we teach. Also, we do go bag trainings and showing the community exactly like what that process looks like. You feel me? For preparation, not just these crazy crackers, but you know, natural disaster preparation as well. You feel me? Like not being caught on slipping on any type of level. You feel me? And shout out to Black Star Prepper. You know what I mean? He's a brother that we've been able to build with out of Texas as well. He's a Katrina survivor. You feel me? So he has a knowledge and an understanding about what that process looks like when you're not ready, and what it looks like when you are ready, considering that he experienced some more situations like that once he got to Texas. But being able to be prepared for the situation versus not being prepared at all makes a drastic difference. You feel me? So every little bit counts. You feel me? Start with a small bag in the car with just a few items in there. You feel me? Start thinking about water. You feel me? Who knows where the closest water source is at in their community? Like where you live at, where's your closest water source at? That's very important. You feel me? So just those small things like that.
Yeah, most
in,
definitely.
in the most gangster way possible.
Yeah, most
Because you know
definitely.
that's a Spice One track. You feel me? I don't know if you picked up on that.
Yeah. My Spice One is one of my favorite Oakland rappers, man. Uh Spice One. And that and I'm right here in Mississippi. So I'm about an hour and I think an hour and 45 minutes from New Orleans. I'm always in New Orleans, but so when the Katrina hit, I was, you know what I'm saying? You know, it affected us. You know what I'm saying? It affected New Orleans, but it sprung here. It devastated us too. So we got messed up pretty bad, and I wasn't ready. You know what I'm saying? Um, the gas stations, we couldn't get gas. You know what I'm saying? Um, um, it was just so much stuff, man. We couldn't get ice at a reasonable price, man. People was paying $25, $30 for a bag of ice. They were price gouging ice at the time because we didn't have power for 2-3 weeks, you know what I'm saying, at a time. So no generator, you know what I'm saying? Food that went bad in the refrigerator, no gas at the gas pumps, you know what I'm saying? So, you know, I understand where that brother was coming from when you say stay ready. Even like natural disasters and certain things, we don't know what's gonna happen. Even like what you said with
Right.
if they shut off, if they tell us we can't go to their grocery stores no more, we can't go into their hospitals no more, we can't go into their school institution, which is a great thing for me, the school institutions, because I care less about those. But all the different things that they provide for us, if they stop that, like you said, you would definitely see who is the savages. That's why, you know, we have to be self-sufficient again. Like we lost that. We lost being, you know, a self-preservation, that self-preservation mindset. Like, you know, and when you look in nature, you see animals, they self-preserve themselves, you know what I'm saying, in nature. And we always feel like we or superior than animals. But if we go back and we look through the historical record and we study African culture and tradition, we mimic it, and we learned from looking at animals. We learned how to hunt, you know, looking at the lion and certain things. We learned how to build houses, looking at anteaters build mud and ants build from mud. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, it's damn, I'm losing my train of thought. I'm going into something. I'm saying that the what was I was saying that to say but yeah, we just have to be, you know what I'm saying, just we have to get back in that mindset of self-preservation. So we got to start back teaching our own, building our own
Yep.
schools, institution. We got to start building our own community centers, our own mental health centers, our own hospitals, our own farms, etc. We need to start, you know, we need to start taking care of ourselves, because at any time these people tell us we it's over with for us, you know what I'm saying? So we need to get back in that mindset of self-preservation. We need to get back in the mindset of building for us, having our own. So when if you know, if they say we can't do that, we ain't worried about it, because we already got our own, because we self-sustain ourselves and we don't have to depend on somebody else, man. So yeah, man. Dope song. You know, hell, we got to get ready, y'all. We got to get ready. Um,
Stay ready.
stay ready. Man. So on this album, you know, like I said, we can't talk about every song on the album. It's a lot of songs on the album. You know what I'm saying? We'll be here all day. You know what I'm saying? Talking about it, especially me talking about it, because there's so many other songs and so many other bars and so many other bridges I definitely would like to talk about, but you know, for the time's sake, we can't. But on this album, y'all talked about seeking knowledge, nation building, black ownership, black love. Why was it important to repeat those messages throughout the album? Because that is a common theme throughout the entire album. Again, for people that might have missed it, they talk about seeking knowledge, nation building, black ownership, and black love. Can y'all elaborate on why the recurred or repeating theme of these messages throughout the entire album?
I think for starters, it's it explains the title of the album as well. So the songs represent the title of the album. All of those things that you mentioned, those characteristics, those qualities, that's Sankofa. You know what I mean? That's that knowledge and information that I was talking about. It's not hidden. Yeah, it's somewhat hidden within those qualities that you mentioned, that's what you get from seeking the knowledge. You get some of those qualities. You feel me? And yeah, I just think that it paints it tells. It's the best way through song version to paint the picture for the title of the album. You feel me?
Yeah, I think also too is a lot of us don't recognize our strengths, and some of us are sick. So those titles that we have is kind of like medicine. Like, you don't recognize your self-worth. You thinking that we're lower than the other people out there, and you don't recognize your own history. You don't recognize your own strength. You don't understand that people say, oh, generational curses and all that type of shit, but you also have generational strength that you get from some of your ancestors. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people they ain't even tapped into all this shit, man. So it's just like we made this album just to number one, it's sonically dope. You know what I mean? Rich helped us cook up a masterpiece, but also we had to put it on the canvas. You know what I'm saying? And then have some stuff that make people think, like you said, have conversations about. You know what I mean? They may not race first might be a whole new ideology to them. Like, what do you mean race first? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like it may be something new. So I just think it's something that everybody should be able to listen to, man. We ain't cursing too much in it. You can play it around your kids. There ain't no vulgarity all like that in it, man. And you can play it at the barbecue. And I think it's something that music is a tool. And I think this is one of them joints to where, like, yo, it can be talked about for years to come.
Yeah, continue to be it can be broken down into a curriculum. Like you said, you got so many more questions and different things that you want to ask about it. If we really sat down, we can the entire album can be a curriculum in itself. And honestly, it is. It's everything that we're about in song form. You feel me? So we're telling our story and we're doing our best to paint that picture for you in a creative way. You feel me?
Yeah, y'all definitely did a good job with that. Definitely good job with that. So this is my last and my final question, man. What will it, and this is a question for both of you, what will it take for this type of Black empowerment music with positivity, impact, and true substance to become more popular among the masses of our people?
I think you have to be cool, make it look cool, and like I said just now, actually be cool. You have to change it. You know what I mean? A lot of the times, some RBG music can be considered preachy or boring. You know what I mean? We got to put the sugar in the medicine. We got to make the medicine taste good. I think with that, you kind of gotta because even though it's an RBG album, it still can be played anywhere. You know what I mean? You can play this anywhere. You can put this on, give it to a young cat, let them listen to it. I bet you they like it. They may not like every song, but it's gonna be some songs on there that they mess with tough. You know what I mean? And I think just changing that type of thing, showing that it's okay to be smart, it's okay to be knowledgeable, it's okay to be a family man, to be about your family, to be about your paper. It's actually stupid to be on some other shit, honestly. You know what I mean? Because it don't get you nowhere. We see where that's getting us. We see where that's gotten us. So it's time to maybe change the narrative.
I agree. I also believe that to kind of piggyback on some of the things you were saying is as far as the financial disloyalty, I think that those who are already aware and within this community, they have to support it so that it does get out to the masses, so that the reach goes further. You know what I mean? So when when there's something of good substance that's good for us, it should be easy to support those things. But even if it doesn't necessarily, if it isn't your cup of tea, you should still be supporting on the basis of nation building. You feel me? Because this, if you don't spend your money here in regards to music, where else will you spend it at? And where you spend that at is what's going to be supported and promoted more, because that's where your dollar is going. And I'm not the type of person to even like necessarily speak on that, but I think it was a good time, and that's the answer that I have for that question. You feel me? So I would say support number one, and then just the intentional. Every artist should be motivated by it as well. So now we raise the bar, and there's more of the same stuff coming out from different directions. You feel me? It should inspire you to get out there and do the same thing.
Most definitely. I appreciate, man. Both
Not
of
to
those.
say that it hasn't been done either. You feel me? I'm just speaking from this particular time right now.
Yeah, no, definitely. I mean, I like both of those answers, and the support is definitely one. You know, we have to do better. Like we really have to do better with, supporting each other. That what Black Power looks like. You know what I'm saying? Is when we come together and we support each other. You know what I'm saying? So we should be, when these brothers put a project out, you know what I'm saying, or they got something going on in their community, you know what I'm saying, or on their compound, we should be supporting, you know what I'm saying, even if we not there, or when they got certain things in the presence, or they got music coming out, we should be sharing links, we should be telling people, we should be talking about it, we should be having discussions about what they're talking about in this music. We should be, doing more of that, man. And I think that's what we're lacking it, man. And
We could be asking for donations.
right.
I think this is a little bit better. We're taking our creative art, you know what I mean, spending our hard work and money to create a product for people to support. And when we were just looking at the financials this morning, me and Crondo and the other brothers at our OBFC meeting, we're looking at those funds as they're immediately going back into the community for the things that we like to do. You know what I mean? So again, we couldn't necessarily be like, donate to our programs, do this, do that. But instead we decided, you know what? Our people are worth more than that. Let's give them something of quality to support, and still be able to use those funds for our operation. You feel me? And I'm gonna get off my high horse.
It's definitely an equal exchange. You know what I'm saying? It's an equal exchange. You know what I'm saying? In exchange for your money, they're giving you a product, and this product, you know what I'm saying, it's worth, in my opinion, you know what I'm saying, it's just my opinion, it's worth more than what they're asking for. You know what I'm saying? So great product, equal exchange.
Oh, is that how you feel? No, I'm just playing.
So, definitely check out the album, man. Again, I appreciate y'all. This y'all second time on the platform. I appreciate y'all coming to the platform. I appreciate y'all wanting to come back to the platform. So they let me know I'm doing something, good, for y'all wanted to, extend y'allself again and have a dialogue or talk about this, phenomenal album, Destination Sankofa out, man. For people that may want to reach y'all, man, how can they reach y'all, and also how can they also get the album as well? Where can they go to get the album? Where can they go to contact y'all? Where can they go to support y'all if they in the local area in Arizona?
We got the Instagram page is obfc.az. That's obfc.az. And then we also have the website, which is obfconline.com. And I got the Facebook is Eric Crondo, and then Instagram is Crondo Matic. Yeah, or just holler at one of the brothers. Holler at one of the RBGs. They'll put you in contact with me and us for sure.
Yep. My Instagram is Martel Cartel _. So you can find me there on Instagram, and then Facebook, Bilal Munir Rahim. And then also, of course, the website has all of those links, obfconline.com. That is currently the only place that you'll be able to get this album as well. So visit the website, and we appreciate it.
And that's why I like y'all so much too. Like, I'm so much into ownership. Like, I want to own all of my intellectual property. I'm not trying to split it I'm not trying to give up any of my equity in any of my brands, any of, my products. And so I appreciate that, you know what I'm saying, y'all showing ownership, you know what I'm saying, as well. Hey, it's right. If you want to support us, this is where the album at. If you want to support us, this is where it says, this is our hub right here. This is where you support us at right here. This is where you show your support at. So I appreciate y'all demonstrating the ownership. Also, I have a magazine called the Asili magazine, and I'm gonna do a write-up every we have a section in there, a music section, where we do write-ups in the magazine. We done the Team RBG. We done a write-up on Team RBG in the music section. We done one on this last one we put out. We done one on Unraid 360. We done one on
shout out to Unraid. Shout out to Vengeance.
Yeah, come on. The bros.
PJ Smooth, which is one of my favorite artists right now. He has a classic album out as well, PJ Smooth. We done one on them as well. It's a few other people we done some write-ups on. So I'll definitely be doing
Big Rock.
Brother Rock right there, Peace Rock. So I'll definitely be having y'all in the write-up section of the hip-hop section of that magazine. And when it comes out, I'll let y'all know. I'll tag y'all in it. You know what I'm saying? It's an online magazine. We do physical copies as well, but it's particularly an online magazine, top of the line. You know what I'm saying? It's not a mediocre magazine. I got a full staff of writers. You know what I'm saying? It's on the up and up, man. So I'm definitely gonna be doing a complete write-up, you know what I'm saying, and measuring it from how you supposed to measure an album, from the production, you know what I'm saying, to the bars and some other different things I measure an album by. So, I'm gonna, give y'all whatever. I ain't gonna, but y'all probably already know because I'm keep hyping the album up. But I always give it a 1 to 5 rating. That go P Smooth right there. Peace Smooth. I was just telling them about P Smooth. You know what I'm saying? One of my other favorite artists. I had him on this platform as well. Classic album by this brother as well, man. But again, man, I appreciate y'all, man. I appreciate, everything that y'all doing. And if y'all need me for anything, man, just reach out to me, man. I definitely also like that when y'all start that writing process, I got a publishing company, you know what I'm saying? That's one of my how I make some of my money is my publishing company that I have. Then I got the Asili family writers, and then we got the GreenLight committee where I have a bunch of writers where we put out a bunch of free ebooks, you know what I'm saying, for people in particular fields that I deal with, you know what I'm saying, when it comes to writing, when it comes to how to fill out an application, how it's to edit, how to market, how to promote, how to start a business, you know what I'm saying, just some free information in the concise thing, you know what I'm saying, to help the people out, for $2 or $3 ebooks, you know what I'm saying. So I definitely, man, like to link up with y'all when y'all start y'all writing project. I like to be on board if possible, you know what I'm saying, and help out wherever I can.
Black Authors Masters class. We just talked about it this morning. It'll be coming back in 26. So I'll definitely keep you connected. And brother Javion from our OBFC family spearheads that. So I'll connect you two as soon as possible as well.
No doubt. Well, peace, man. We out of here, man. Y'all appreciate everybody that popped in, popped out. I appreciate everybody that stayed the duration. of the program. I appreciate those who gonna come back and look at this in the archive. We appreciate y'all, man. I want to say peace and power. You know what I'm saying? And blessings to everyone, man. Go out and support this album by these brothers, man. Destination Sankofa. You know what I'm saying? It's an equal exchange. You spend your money, it is an equal exchange. You're not gonna feel like you've been robbed in no way, shape, form, or shape. So we out of here. I'm gonna leave y'all again with one of my favorite songs, Revolutionary, man. And we'll see y'all when we see y'all, man. Peace. Power.
Free Sunday, that's meant for getting game passed down, and it's more than one way. But I can see the hate in their eyes, what they gon' say when you start to wake up and go and collect your prize. Pray patience with the family. Hey, now do the work. Accountability hurts. He walking in his purpose, adds value to the work. She want a revolutionary, get on code necessary. Put in practice what we study to defeat the adversary. So what? Speak the truth. We need our own establishments. If you grow your own food, true black empowerment. Let the church say amen. Hallelujah. Thank the Lord for my brothers that be on the same accord. Let's score. I live by Sankofa. Life as a soldier, never mess with the rollers. I be smoking no okra. I'm dipping in folders, wake 'em up like some Folgers. Fake woke, we exposure. Knowledge born, yeah, I told you. You and your crew is scary. You move but moving barely. You shooting, don't be scary. Recruiting, then you bury. Revolutionary, putting on for my people. Gatekeepers to leech ya. Meet you, greet you with heaters. Oh, we burst some profits. No work, no progress. Is it worth the profit to divert to false shit? Rapid fire, Cassius liar, cap suppliers. I don't like to rap about them. Watch those Judas with the black messiahs.
Peace.